Hello YouTube, Damien here, and welcome back to the story here, which is the Journeyman with a twist. We are, of course, with Adelaide United here in Season 1. And today we have got a couple of big games coming in the league, but more importantly and first up, we have got some changes made to the Asian Champions League. We've actually now finally got a group stage place here in Australia. I'm pretty sure how it works is we get a playoff place and then actually two preliminary round places by memory. Don't quote me on that. I'm always a bit hazy when it comes to the Asian Champions League. To be quite fair, we're more focusing on the UEFA Champions League in terms of what you watch here in Australia. But look, in terms of the Asian Champions League, there's one now group stage place, which is awesome. Two playoff places, which means if you win that playoff, you're into the group stage, even better. And we've got an extra spot now, as we now have a one playoff place in the preliminary round. From what I can see here, we've actually gained a place in the playoff and have gained a place straight into the group stage, which I believe we may have already had a group stage place in real life, to be quite fair. But yeah, look, one extra spot, it's good to keep in mind on, because the Asian Champions League is one of those tournaments that if we can qualify for, I would stick around to see if we can win it, because it's going to improve my reputation as a coach and allow me to get a better job in the future. So, look, something to really look forward to there. Secondly, as well, in my profile, I'm currently studying for my Continental B license. Take about 6 months. It's going to improve my reputation and leave us 2 license badges away from being completed as a coach in terms of coaching ability, which is great. And then on top of that one there too, we have to talk about how we've gone since we last met each other, and the games we're going to play. And I'm actually going to start with the games we're going to play. As you can see, we're top. 7 games played, 15 points. A great position to be in. Melbourne City right behind us. 7 games played, 12 points. 3 points behind us. No dramas there at all. And actually, Newcastle Jets have a game in hand to try and actually go level on points with us, which is pretty cool. But yeah, the reason why I'm going to say it's actually going to be a Melbourne City doubleheader. We're in Melbourne, we stay in Melbourne, and then we come back home to play Melbourne City. That is the last time we play Melbourne City until the knockout stages, if we beat them in the knockout stage. So the fact that we got the team in second 2 more times, and they're both pretty much back to back, today's episode is going to be a double header against Melbourne City. We do have Melbourne Victory in between that as well, and that's obviously one of our biggest games in terms of the club and the derby together as well. But I do want to give you some variety of other games as well, like Western Sydney a game, Newcastle a game, Sydney FC will definitely be next episode after that. They are generally the best team in the comp, so they've kind of fallen off the wagon a little bit. But yeah, look, it'll be okay, and that's what we're going to do for today's episode. In terms of the league table there, as you can see, 7 games played, 4 wins, 3 draws. Important to note, that's 4 wins on the bounce after 3 straight draws, which is pretty good to see. Melbourne City finally lost their first game to Brisbane Roar, who must have FF'd them because they've been really poor this season. Newcastle Jets, though, 2 losses, 4 wins, so if they don't win, they lose. That's pretty cool. But yeah, Sydney FC, I reckon, have lost their last 2 games, I reckon, because they have 2. They were flying out the box, and then all of a sudden, bang, bang, couple big losses in a row. In terms of what we've done since we've last met, which was the Melbourne Victory game, we played Western United where we won 4-1, and Nestri got his first goal for the club, which is always nice to see. And as you can see there, a few more boys, and that front three is the future front three because there is an injury to Josh Carvalho, who's out for the next 3 to 5 weeks. Unfortunately, with that one there for Joshy means that Bernardo has moved into the Mazzala role in the middle of the park. Got a bit of flair. He can play that role. He's actually looked quite good there too, Bernardo, to be quite fair to him. We then played Perth Glory. And as you can see there, it was a Javi Lopez special that day. Dominated in terms of possession, pass completion, but not possession, where, it wasn't too bad of a performance. But 2 Lopez first half goals were pretty good. As you can see here, 1 touch, bottom bin. Probably their centre-back probably should have done a little bit better, but does not bother me too much. On top of that there as well, as you can see, Timothy did play this game. There's a reason as to that as well. Lopez, again, great touch, great finish with his other foot, his left peg. Pretty happy with that. We then obviously played at Wellington Phoenix in our last game that we've played, and we did win 4-0. This game here, credit to the Phoenix, kept the ball really well in the 4-4-2. And to be quite fair to them, I actually thought they were really good and actually had value to take something from the game. But when you win 4-0, that's quite harsh to say. Our goal of the episode, though, does come for Timothy George with an absolute screamer, and could just be, at the moment, our goal of the season. We haven't really scored too many from distance yet. A lot of ours have been from around the box, but it falls to him here. First time. Top bins. Gotta love it. And it was only his second or third game as well. that he's probably played this season. Yeah, fourth game, yeah, third start, something like that. There we go. And the reason why he's playing out there too is obviously I'll prefer to get Kiddo there on the right because Bernardo's going into the middle because of Josh's injury. And then, obviously, George goes out there too. Last little thing to go with is obviously One Day is leaving us. He's still fantastic and, we can use him. But Nicky Ansell is, if you look at him on paper, 6'1", good determination. And he's actually pretty well rounded as a ball-playing defender with 12 passing and 12 vision. So I'm actually going to give him a run of games. He did get man of the match in his last game out that he did play with an 8.3. He did score as well from a header. So we are going to give him a fair few run of games as well. So to recap, we're doing well. We're top of the tree. We play Melbourne City only 2 more times. And both of them are going to be out the way before the halfway mark of the season is finished. And because of that, today's episode is going to be a Melbourne City doubleheader. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we're still top after the end of this episode. Welcome back, YouTube. Match day number 1 of the 2 in the doubleheader here against Melbourne City. Huge game in the league. Would ideally like to take a point away here from City. And then I would even take 2 draws right now. 2 draws, no harm, no foul. Still probably ahead of City based on that, depending on other results, obviously, as well, if we lose to victory. And then from there, obviously, plan our attack of how we're going to try and maybe win the A-League. Delinov stays in goals, Javi Lopez. Ansel got man of the match last time out, so he will play again. Jacobson signed a new deal, which is always great, so he will play too. Timofu's going to be here till next year at a minimum, so he does play. Isaias Diarigo's been in great form. And to be fair to Bernardo, averaging a 6.94 at 17 in a position you're not particularly great in, kudos to you. Nestri has scored a goal and is averaging over a 7 in the league, so we'll give him a go. And then on the other side, it is Ryan Kiddo. Zach Clough has played quite well and do expect to see Hiroshi off the bench because he is a very good footballer and knows what he's doing. Anyway, away we go. Be interesting to see how this Melbourne City side lines up away from home. We have not lost the game yet in the A-League. However, if there's ever a time to lose, it's probably going to be against City. So I've lined up with Jamie McLaren and Manuel up top, Aidan O'Neill, Griffiths and Florian, Brad Norton, Kyle Jenkinson, Curtis Good, Scott Jamison, Nuno Reyes, and Thomas Glover. I'm surprised Scott Jamison's playing at centre-back. That doesn't make too much sense to me. They must have someone out that isn't 100% fit. I reckon that's the only change from when they last played me. Or it's the same and we just didn't realise Jamison played centre-back. It's one of the two. I feel like Jamison could have played for Norton and it was a different centre-back. But still a very strong side and to be quite fair to Melbourne City. On paper, their squad's much better than ours. Ours is pretty young and whatever. McLaren's usually leading goal scorer. Scott Jamison's been there, done it all. Carl Jenkinson played for West Ham and Arsenal. And then I look at my team and I got Clough, who's played abroad. The rest of them, Jacobs has played abroad or whatever. But the rest of them haven't played at that level. Just realised there's a bloody TV in the top left-hand corner of the stadium. That's not there in the Melbourne City Stadium, is it? I don't know. To be fair, it actually is. I don't think it sits like that. Anyway, early quarter here from Melbourne City. Headed away, but only as far as Scott Jamison. Now, the last time we played Melbourne City, they dominated us. And then from then, we scored a very early corner. Well, not an early, 35th minute corner. They still dominated us. Found a 1-1, and then we shut up shop to hold on match day 2. So hopefully here it's a bit different. Jenkinson's ball in, pretty good ball. And to be fair, Manuel should have scored. We should be 1-0 down, but we're not, which is always merciful. And there we go. As you can see, only 41% possession. So it seems like Melbourne City's a stride that we struggle against to keep the ball. But we'll see how we go. Time ticks away here, 22 minutes played. And we've actually eked back possession here. So that's a lot better than what we did last time we played him. 94% pass completion, 50% pass accuracy possession. But yeah, at the moment, we've clawed back after the first 10 minutes, a bit of a foothold into this game. And Ansel now finds Bernardo, finds Ansel. Yes, we are, Burger. Good to see you, mate. Welcome into the thing. Great ball there to Javi Lopez. Numbers needed in the box. Cuts it, Ryan Kiddo. Mistake from Glover, who should have saved. It wasn't the best finish from Kiddo, but we do not care. And away to Melbourne City in the game, which is first versus second. We take the lead. Huge. There we go. We lead 1-0. Nicky Ansell, I've brought him in because I think he's a bit more of a ball player. 12 passing, 12 vision. What a ball. Kiddo over the outside of his left boot. Bit interesting. Glover should really do better. He's probably arguably the best keeper in the league, is Mr. Glover. But yeah, we'll take that. In a very tight game where we started on the back foot, got onto the front foot, we'll take the lead. We lead 1-0. I'm delighted with that. And there we go. This could be huge for us if we can get this game under our belts. And anyway, we continue on. First versus second doubleheader. And hopefully we'll be okay. 60 minutes played. Very even game, even in XG. But I'm loving this from us at the minute. It's really, really, really good. At the minute, I'm just going to make the one change now. And that's going to be Hiroshi for Neshri and move Zatkloff onto the other side. And Hiroshi's just going to come in here as a bit of a target man on support. Just use his physicality to get an out ball. And also, he's 6'5", so from defending set pieces, wouldn't be not too bad as well. Time ticking away here yet again. I'm not going to bring John. I'm not going to bring Trad on for Lopez. I'm not going to make that change. I think we will make the change in terms of Joe Coletti will come in for Bernardo. And we're going to go to a deep line playmaker on defend, am I? No. I'm going to go to centre mid on support, and I'm going to get Diorigo to actually go to a box-to-box and try and go a little bit more workmanlike through the middle. Carl Jenkinson, McLaren, Griffiths. Carl Jenkinson. Good ball, not picked off. Still, they've got it. What a move. In the end, it should have been 1-1. Should have been 1-1. Isn't. We'll take it. We win. 1-0. Away in Melbourne. Even game. First versus second. Goalkeeper man of the match. And Delianov. Look, we've been second best versus Melbourne. Home and away. And we've had a 1-1 draw and a 1-0 win. That is so, so, so huge, ladies and gentlemen. The chat's loving it. And obviously here on YouTube, if you are liking it, give a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel because we are top of the tree. And as you can see there, Wellington Phoenix, who we pumped not too long ago, have absolutely flown in the second there as well, which is huge. But yeah, I will maybe now, considering we won that game, maybe change what we do for this episode. It is the last time that we play Melbourne City coming up as well, as we did the press conference. So maybe, if I lose the Melbourne Victory here, I will give you Melbourne City. If I beat Victory, I'm going to give you Western Sydney Wanderers because it'll be the first time you'll see them in the save. We did play them in pre-season and beat them, so maybe that's what we'll do there, YouTube. We'll leave it to see what happens against Victory. I will come back and recap, obviously, the goals in the Melbourne Victory and in the Melbourne City game. And then we'll probably finish off the stream with Western Sydney. Finish off the stream. Don't worry, stream. You're still going to be here. Finish off the YouTube episode with Western Sydney Wanderers. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We'll see which game it's going to be. It's either going to be Melbourne City or Western Sydney Wanderers. Welcome back, YouTube. We are here with Western Sydney Wanderers. Probably means we did not lose the game to Melbourne Victory, but we did not win. And that was the big thing there. So let's go recap the Victory game because it was utter effeminous. Now, at 2-0 down, yeah, we became a little bit more open, but they only had like 5 or 6 shots with 2 on target and 2 goals first half. And yeah, really, FM? And we were dominating. I think we had like 15 shots, 10. Actually switched into the diamond in this game, and then, well, we got 2 goals back. And when I scored 2 goals in 2 minutes, I really thought we were winning it. Apparently, even though we had 25 shots, no highlights after that 65th minute. Really odd. As you can see here, Robbie Cruz put a ball in. Rogers heads it down, and Margiota with the finish. Before Broxton found Ray. Margiota again. Against the run of players, we've had a couple chances. Good build-up play, though, to be fair to him. When we're 2-0 down, staring our first defeat in the A-League in the face. We then get the ball here, as you can see, playing with the diamond, so a couple more numbers in the box. As you can see, Hiroshi with a header into the absolute top bin off the bench. And then it's that man yet again, Hiroshi, stepping up 2 minutes later to get us a very, very, very big point. From 2-0 down and to keep us undefeated in the league. Very nice indeed for Hiroshi. Did deserve to win, but it is what it is. We then played Melbourne City, and we dominated this game here. The pattern against City is usually first 10 minutes, they have like 60-65% of the ball, and they dominate and they may get a chance or two. Just need to hold on. We did hold on. They put their chance wide in the first 5 minutes. And then from there, it was just pure domination, pure control. I went with a slight change with one day through the middle of the park. I just feel like Bernardo's form has been a little bit whatever. So I played actually a box-to-box to give us a little bit more support in the middle of the park. In the end, for all the domination, in Isaiah's free kick, fair to Glover. I think his positioning was a little bit off. If you watch it again, he's kind of standing in no man's land. He's not covering keeper's side. He's not standing this side. He's kind of put his ball in the middle and said, if you go to the left or right of the wall, I'm in trouble. And in the end, he just went around the wall with a natural curl and Bob's your uncle. It's 1-0 and we win. So because of that, we are on 22 points, 10 games played, out of a possible 30. Only dropped 8 points, 6-1, 4 draws, no defeats. Still the only undefeated team in the A-League. We're going to play 11 plays Western Sydney Wanderers as a game for you today. Next episode, though, will definitely be Sydney FC and Wellington Phoenix, the team that is theoretically the best team in the comp on paper and should be winning it. And to be quite fair, a team I don't want to particularly play because in real life they're very good. And Wellington Phoenix are flying, and the Knicks, as they're nicknamed, are flying out the traps, and they're currently in second. So we'll definitely give them a run of games as well next episode. But let's focus on this game here. The boys seem quite fit. I'm actually going to play one day yet again as the box-to-box. I'm still leaving the Mazzala role there because that will eventually change. We will play at Mazzala. I just do think Bernardo's form has started to dip, so we'll give him a few more times off the bench. Nestri, though, his form's starting to dip too. He's not too far away, is Mr. Craig Goodwin. He's probably another couple of weeks away, and then we're going to have that. I'm going to give him the inside forward on attack role because I've been really happy with how the back four's been playing. Your team is Delinov, Lopez, Anthel, Jacobson, and George, who I think is my best back four on paper with the form at the minute. Isaiah's Diarigo, and one day playing box-to-box. Kiddo, Nestri will play because we just do lack a little bit of talent at the minute going in through the front three. Not saying Nestri doesn't have it, just he's a bit out of form. And Zachy Cloffer in the middle. If he was a bit less out of form or a little bit less of how we build up, I would maybe move Zach to the left and Hiroshi up top. If this game's 0-0, I may make that change anyhow. Not a problem at all. We are going to go and make the changes here. Tell the boys are really good and get one day into the box-to-box role. Now, we are yet to lose in the league, which makes every game a game which we could lose the undefeated streak, but we should be doing okay, which is really good. Anyway, we continue on, and away we go. First highlight here. I do apologise for texting on my phone, but I had a really interesting question about vlogging of all things. My poker vlogs, I just don't have the time to do them, boys. I think everyone knows that at the minute with my work being so hectic. Anyway, Javi Lopez has a dig. Poor keeping at the near stick for the Western Sydney Wanderers keeper, but Lopez, for a right back, he's that good in the league. He's just finding goals, and there it is, and it's 1-0 us. 5 minutes played, an early goal. Usually spells trouble for most sides when there's an early goal. But Zachy Clough, Ryan Kiddo, good reverse ball back in there. And Lopez, well, to be fair, the keeper should be saving that. He hasn't, and we lead 1-0. Gordon now. Troisi. If Troisi's bold, that's odd. Don't think he's bold in real life. Anyway, ball over the top looking for Kiddo. What a ball. And all he had to do was put it on target, and that was 2-0. It really should have been 2-0 as well. Rods saying 2-1. Dib saying 3-1. Nestri going to get a goal. Well, 1-0 up early, boys. So, no, they're not dominating the shot count per se. But, 88% possession. 88% possession, I wish. 87 pass completion, 60% possession. And we're 1-0 up, which is good. Bernie Beanie doesn't get on that. Zach Clough dropping in, which is what I love to see. Be interesting to see how this system works at a bigger club. I definitely would be. We do have the diamond to back us up. Diarigo I thought was offside, so I'm actually glad he's not there. Because it means we can set up into some shape. We do naturally drop a bit deeper and probably win this header down. Ansel does. Kiddo now. One day. Clough. Isaias. Ansel. Good ball movement. Javi Lopez in a great position. Was ignored. One day. Diarigo through the middle. Look at the space Clough left him. And in the end, it's a great save from Mejas in goals. Is it Mejias? Mejias. And, well, without the keeper, it's definitely 2-0. But, great save. Oh, never mind. It is 2-0. Zach Clough. that took us all by surprise. I thought it was a pointless end of highlight sort of moment. And instead, Zach Clough goes, don't worry, boss, I've got it. And that may be your goal of the season contender. Zachy Clough turns around, no pressure. As easy as you like. And that is 2-0, 30 minutes played. And what a finish from the import from Nottingham Forest. Was he at Notts? I'm pretty sure he was at Notts. Anyway, 2-0 here against Western Sydney Wanderers, and we've been good. Real good. Absolute screamer. Yeah, it wasn't it, Rods? If you are ever wondering, we are live on stream, as most of the YouTube episodes are. I always tell you at the start if it's not. Links down below. Come follow us live on Twitch. Just click follow, let you know when it's live. Definitely a lot more interactive. Get to see me rage a touch more too. Trying to cut down on the rage though. I'm getting a bit older now, so the rage is a little bit less. Dear Ego though, ball in. Kiddo has missed a sitter. Kiddo should never be missing that. And it is quite early on in this game, so I am going to give Lopez a little bit more of a rest and get Jacob Tratt into there. Anyway, Nestri picks the ball up, cuts it. George, still going George. Cuts that one. Dear Ego, effort's been blocked and put over the bar. We're all over Western Sydney Wanderers at the moment. All like 4 fans of theirs that have come across. They do have good fans. You say he is dead too? Yeah, we might get him off as well. There's been a lot of minutes played for a few of the big boys here. Barely had any rotation. It's the A-League. There's not much rotation to really be given, to be quite fair. You say yes before he does something and just get Coletti in like for like. The reason why I say that, in the A-League, because it's usually not many midweek games, only because we're in January. You know, usually it's week, then week, then week. You get 5 to 6 day break. And then on FM, you just get guys that are like, okay, that's good. And then, yeah. Great finish by Torrisi. We take off one of our most important players and they've scored. 2-1, you never know. And there we go. Right. That's fun. Great finish. 2-1. There you go. Everyone looking a little bit dead now as well. Just going to get Hiroshi up there. Bit of a taller presence. Does love a goal, Hiroshi, if he needs it. Going to stay as we are. Hey, my prediction could be right. 2-1 is on here. Saying that though, I don't like this. Oh, it's headed wide. Both the 2-1 and the 3-1 is on. Another highlight. I don't like this. It just feels like this is going to be a 2-2 out of nowhere. Thought the game was won, and then the tiredness has caught us up. Just played a really poor 20 minutes and conceded a couple. Jacob Tratt. Back there to Ansell. Can we find maybe one more? Kiddo. One day. Over the top. Mr. Clough. And now all of a sudden, Dim with a 3-1 is right. Zach with a brace, which I think is correct, Dim. Or has he got a hat-trick? Dim's prediction was 3-1, Zach scoring a brace and Nestri scoring 1. I don't think Nestri scored 1, but Zach's got a brace. Great finish. Yeah, it was, boys, wasn't it? Great finish. No, it was Javi Lopez. Oh, my. If I score another one right now, all your predictions are dead. Do it, boys. Rip their hearts out in the chat. Ansell. Tratt. Kiddo. Tratt. Find Ansell. They don't know it, but I've got 5 seconds to save myself gambling all my points that I have in this bloody channel. Kiddo now. Tratt. One day. Kiddo. He's in. He's away. Kiddo. Dink's the keeper. My points are safe. So guess what, all of yous? It's 4-1. Give us the belief. Not one of yous. Not one of yous out of Rods or bloody Dim. Look at this on the YouTube episode. 3-1, 2-1. Guess what? It's 4. I love you, Mr. Kiddo. No one gave it belief. Rod's 40 was right, and then I scored. Dim 40 was right, and then I scored again. And it's 4-1. Western Sydney have been tossed aside. And just like that, we are a pretty good footballing team in terms of Australian A-League football. And we haven't even brought a player into this squad. And in real life, the squad is not this good. But we got a system. Kiddo saving Damien's points. Exactly right. 26 shots, 13 on target, XG of 3.48. Can he really complain I scored 4? No. You're not allowed to. Insta-ban. No banning. I don't ban. Unless it really is needed to be banned. Don't come in and be a dick in my stream if you're watching this from YouTube. Anyhow, pretty good performance, pretty good game. Pretty happy with that. On to the next. Just wish we kept the clean sheet. Just wish we kept the clean sheet. On the 25 points, there we go. Magic, no dramas there as well. Before I do that press conference, we're in the episode. You guys know what's next, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We've got Sydney FC and Wellington Phoenix. Couple more monster games coming up. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we're still going to be top of the tree come that one there. And top of the tree come both of those games. From Dave and everybody else here, though, I will see you next time. Remember to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And the links are down below to the Twitch and the Discord. Sydney FC, Wellington Phoenix. That's your next episode on the story, The Journeyman with a Twist with Adelaide United.